Turn it up, let it start. From block to block, we snatching hearts and jacking marks. And the
All my friends know the low rider.
Oh shit, good morning ladies and gentlemen. This is the Morning Toke. My name is Eddie Law. And this is what's on my mind today. It is, I think July 20th. Yeah, it's July 20th. Hanging out, doing the thing. On my way to work at 5:30. Right here in my car in the background. And maybe the AC. It's hot as shit in Phoenix, so. I mean, I know everyone gives shit, like if people from Arizona shit, or be like, when they're in their own place, they're like, oh, it's hot. And like Arizona people do get snarky shit, and just like, you don't know what hot is, bro. Living 115 degrees. That's what we're getting coming up for the, like, I think next week or the next couple days. 115 degree day. If you want to know what it's like to at least the taste of what it's like to live in hell, shit. At least temperature wise. Anyway, I haven't done one of these morning tokes in a long time, and people have been asking me why I haven't put out, well, we haven't done a show this last week, and what I meant by I'm taking the rest of the month off. So we've been doing podcasts like straight every week without missing. Like obviously Christmas has been a exception, Thanksgiving's been an exception, shit like that. But we've done shows pretty much without missing a week for a handful of years now. Right? You never took a break. And here's the thing, like, this is for fun, man. We do this, these shows are done for fun. We have a good time doing it. We enjoy debating with each other all the time. Myself, Jesse, Fred, and anyone that's been on the show before. This is just a for fun thing. None of us are really, really trying to make a career out of this, right? So, the upkeep for this, I don't even call it a website, because it's basically our show. This show is, it's not really upkeep, it's just a lot of, like, once we record the video, I gotta download it, I gotta throw it on, like an audio track, shit like that, and that takes, time. And then to, make sure every week that we have like an hour and a half from our, from our personal lives to do the show can be, I'm honestly not surprised, but I'm very happy and grateful that we've been able to do that, right? Especially with guys like Fred and Jesse, who's got kids and all that. Like, they sacrificed an hour and a half of their time so we can have a conversation about MMA, right? So, and I'll say about anything, but so we've been doing it for a long time, and we did this. I was going out of town. I went on vacation last week. Went up to California. Shout out to El Nino Training Center. Let me train there. Shout out to Represent, the homie, for hooking me up with the training there. And so I was gonna take the week off anyway. So getting closer to July after after a few rough months of personal shit. No, nothing crazy, obviously, but just you get rough spots in your life, right? So after a few months of that, and finally we get to July, I decided I'm gonna take the rest of the month off, the rest of July and possibly some of August. And it's just it's basically just recharging time, right? A lot of things that, because we do this shit for fun, we have a passion for the sport. A lot of the things that happen in the sport kind of drag you out and kind of like not make it hard to do your show, right? But it's just like almost when you start losing faith in something, you're just like, oh God, why, right? A lot of things the UFC been doing kind of annoys me enough to be like, oh fuck, do we really want to talk about this right now? Like, for example, people hate Colby Covington or the character he puts out, because that's not real him. You can tell it's not him, right? But he puts up this character being a total asshole, like Sonnen did, right? And people hating on him, like, hate this dude. Like, I hope he loses. I hope he gets his neck snapped. Whatever the fuck people say about him. Wins the interim title and then to get stripped, people freak the fuck out. It's just like, here's the thing. I don't think he should be stripped either. I think once you give a man, the title shot, he should be allowed to get the title shot, even if he's, if he's injured, you just gotta wait a little bit, whatever. But they're going with Darren. They're trying to go with Darren Till against Woodley, which apparently Woodley's saying, "No, fuck that." And apparently that would include stripping good old Colby Covington in the title, right? And so you look at this kind of shit, you're just like, really, motherfuckers? That's what we're doing? Then like the Dana White, Brendan Schaub thing, where they go back and forth and some let's go back even more. 226, where DC and Brock Lesnar have like the most WWE shit go down ever. Like ever in the cage. The whole shoving each other and all this other stuff, and I'm gonna kick your ass, and Stevie's a piece of shit. Francis Ngannou's a piece of shit. I'm coming for you, DC. Like, fuck this shit, right? Now I get it. People were like, oh, it's a big money thing. I don't give a fuck. I don't get any of that money. I really don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not getting paid by the UFC pulling this bullshit. They are. In fact, we're gonna end up paying them so we can watch this shit. Right? But people love a show, and that's what it is, entertainment. So you gotta accept it. Like, I've come to accept the fact that MMA is so closely related, or it's so closely tied to WWE that there's really like nothing we can do about it, right? And then you just gotta accept it and move on. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Let's do Brock and DC. Fuck it. Never mind that Stipe he's defended the title more times than anybody else, and I know, in my opinion, deserves a title shot even though he got finished by DC. I think it's a bullshit argument people have been throwing out. Well, DC finished himself. Like, no. You're saying that because you really want the Brock fight. And that's okay. Just say, I really want the Brock fight. And I don't want the rematch. Even if Steve deserves it. Don't care. Why? Because you're the consumer. You're the one that's going to consume that shit. So you should be able to voice your opinion about what you want. Don't fucking hide behind, well, we got knocked out. DC knocked out in the first round. So fucking what? Steve deserves that respect. You know what I mean? But we're not going to get that fight. Unless Brock somehow pisses hot. Or gets hurt. We're gonna get DC Brock. Alright, fair enough. Whatever. But it's shit like that makes you like, oh god, really? Fuck. But you still do it because you still love the sport. So anyway, so I decided, I told the guys, like, hey, I'm taking the rest of July off and some of August. Right? Just a little bit of time to clear my head and figure a few things out and recharge the batteries a little bit on this whole thing. Sometimes you gotta recharge your energy even for your passion. Sometimes you need that, right? So, yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're taking a little bit of a break, rest of July, possibly some of August. Wednesdays are rough for me because I work all day. And then do the show. I train. I do the show, and then I go work. And then I go back to work for another couple hours. And after literally right after the show, I'm like, I gotta go to work. I really do go. I go right to work for like 2 more hours. So I get home like at 11. Right. And it's a bit of a rough one. And I don't complain about it because it's just work, dude. But after doing a show and training and working all day, sometimes you're just done. You're just tired. So I just want a little bit of a break from that, and to be able to handle some shit in the manner it deserves. So anyway, I don't know. I mean, that's the basics of why we're taking a little bit of a break. And Fred went on vacation too. That dude's in his favorite spot. And so I mean, it's just time for us to recharge the batteries and stuff. The good thing is that MMA has an endless amount of shows, like endless. Like everyone's got an MMA show now, which people think that I'd be like upset about. I'm fucking not. I love that shit. Okay, I like the fact that there's a whole lot of shows out there. Like, you got the NorCal show, NorCal MMA. Shout out Dave Madden. You get like a specific NorCal type of talk, and he goes to events constantly covering events live. All the local shit, which is good. That's where you find your stars. So maybe he'll run to the next big thing, right? You got the Pure Evil MMA. You got Evil Eddie. That dude puts in mad work, regardless of he does good work, and just waiting to see. People are just waiting to see whether or not anyone pays attention. Not pays attention, but anyone notices the hard work that dude puts in. think he made it. I think he just made a new studio or some shit like that. He hooked it up, so that's badass. Good for that dude. You got, here's a funny one. Is that wow, I'm gonna sneeze right now. Give me a second. Oh, excuse me. I don't edit this shit like at all, so you guys are gonna hear everything. But the MMA fighting with Isaiah. Wow, I almost said Isaiah Thomas. Luke Thomas taking over for Ariel on the MMA Hour. Wow, is that show a show of itself? I gave it a shot the first 3 weeks that he was on, and now I'm just kind of done with it. Because basically the Monday morning analyst for 2 hours or 3 hours, however long that shit show goes for. And then I haven't gotten the ESPN Plus app, and even if I did, or even when I do, I don't watch Ariel's show. I can't stand that guy talking. I like the interviews. I legit, if I hear it's a good interview and there's some good points to it, I will watch the highlight on YouTube from that dude's show. I don't care to tune in and hear stupid shit and his dumb thoughts about whatever. Most of his thoughts are kind of dumb, in my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. You can love that guy all you want to. It's great, but in my opinion, that guy has just dumb thoughts coming in his head about MMA when he's never trained it and never bothered. I think if you're gonna write about it and talk about it and all this shit, you should put yourself through a little bit. And a lot of people don't agree with that, and that's fine. That's fair enough. You know what I mean? But some of the best analysts, for example, in basketball and football, are former players, right? Some of the ones that are ridiculed the most, that try to give their opinion about football, aren't former players. They're just dudes that went to school, and that's, And I think the good thing about MMA is that you can literally just go sign up at a gym, at an MMA gym, and train, and have an idea of what you're talking about at least. At least train a little bit of jiu-jitsu. At least take a few Muay Thai classes, a month, something. Right? You don't, you can't just go sign up to be on a football team or sign up to be on a basketball team. It takes a lot more to do. But MMA and jiu-jitsu and all that, it's not hard. Just go sign up. So anyway, that's my thing, and I've talked about that to death. I don't even need to, but you got plenty of shows out there to listen to that aren't even the mainstream ones. I don't know if the MMA host is still a thing. I'm pretty sure they are, but that dude puts in a lot of work. Who else is on there? There's so, and then all the websites MMA Today News and there's all these guys that put in mad work, man. Shout out to Izzy Garcia, shout out to Tony Fagnana at Big Tone. By the way, if you don't follow the at Lil Tone Instagram or Twitter account, you're missing out. That shit's funny. I don't even know if Tony's Tony's aware of it. I don't know if he's part of it or just someone he knows or whatever, but it's fucking funny. What else we got? There's so many shows out there, I can't even name them all. Loudmouth, MMA, all the groups on Facebook. So it's all good. I don't mind taking a break, taking a backseat for a little bit, or further backseat. We're not even in the front seat at all. We're barely in the middle seat. We're in the backseat, man. We're very loyal to our own fans or people that watch our show and shit. So we really appreciate you guys. But don't worry, the shows will come back. They might take a little bit different shape. They might end up being YouTube only. This whole SoundCloud, iTunes thing gets expensive, more expensive every year. Who knows what's going to happen this year, but yeah. So, other stuff to talk about besides that. This is the Morning Toke. So, fucking talk about anything. What was it? Everyone was pissed at Paige Van Zandt and her little boyfriend. Because he said something like, "Come on, Dana, give me the UFC contract. I'm Paige Van Zandt's fiance." And I sat there going "Bitch, if you told me that, I'd be the reason I didn't give you the fucking contract because you said that stupid shit." Because the fuck who you're marrying, dog? I don't matter. It's can you fight and can you not bore my audience? And that motherfucker, I don't watch this fight. So, but to say sign me because I'm Paige Van Zandt's fiance, that's yeah, you hit a level of douche no one really cares for. So go fuck yourself, dog. All due respect, I'm sure he's a good fighter, but no, you can't be. Come on, dude. I'm Paige Van Zandt's fiance. You should sign me. You already know. Nah, just begin impressively, man. Win your fight impressively and see what's up. What else is there? A lot of shit in basketball. Melo got traded to the Hawks yesterday. Carmelo Anthony. He's going to get waived or cut. You know, he's going to move on. Probably to the Rockets. Fucking Kawhi's in Toronto. DeMar DeRozan's in San Antonio now. It's all a fucking mess. This whole NBA offseason has been a mess. And all anyone can talk about is DeMarcus Cousins joining the Warriors. He ain't going to play till like January. The fucked up thing is once he's at full strength, that team's unstoppable. But remember this, folks. The Warriors, as much as everyone wants to be like, you know, they're a great team, they're a dynasty and shit. The Warriors put together a team of 5 all-stars, starters. They put 5 all-stars, like high-level all-stars, on one team to beat one man. Think about that next time you start debating whether or not LeBron James is the top 2 player of all time. A team put together 5 all-stars just to beat one man. Alright? Keep that in mind next time you're bitching about how LeBron is a douchebag and shit like that. You shouldn't be, he's not number 1 or 2, bro. Kobe's number 3, number 2. Okay. Nobody put 5 all-stars to beat him. They didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, but that was the one basketball thing I want to talk about because it's funny. To me, it's fucking hilarious. Other stuff going down in MMA. Dude, honestly, since I've been taking the little break, I haven't paid much attention. Just the stuff that people tweet me about. So, not Gustafson, but No Time, Ozdemir. That dude's out up to 27, which blows. He was supposed to fight Alexander Gustafsson, and now that dude's probably out of the event. I doubt they fight anyone in time unless they bring Glover back. You know, Glover up, and I don't think it's gonna happen. So everyone's calling that show a dud now. I think as long as you have the main event still, I think you're okay. But that kind of sucks though. I want to see what Gustafsson has. I wanted to give Gustafsson a shot to win and get that mic and do something with it. I do get tired of his bitching a little bit. He complains a lot. But it's about his career. It's about his livelihood. So I don't blame him. I just get annoyed by it. You know? So he's all bitching about DC fighting Stipe. And he should have to defend the belt. And alright, dude. We got it. We heard it the first 1,000 times. You need to chill. You know what I mean? And he just don't. He just keeps going with that bullshit. So, you know, whatever. But now he's probably out to 27, which sucks. But at least we still got TJ against Cody and shit. I think that's next weekend. I think this weekend's Shogun versus Smith. I don't know where, but it's somewhere. I think it's this weekend's event. Anyway, folks, it's been a really good break. It's chilling from everything and not having to pay attention to the bullshit for the most part. But we are coming back in August. Hopefully, probably like beginnings to mid of August. And getting back to it and going hard. So, that's going to do it for this episode of the Morning Toke. Appreciate you guys. You guys are the shit. Shout out to SpicesPros.com for sponsoring. Make sure you go to SpicesPros.com. They got a lot of new shit on there. And you should definitely check it out. And, of course, repthewarriors.com. Get your hats, shirts, all the represent gear. It's all good. Dude, like, a lot of people wear this stuff and no one thinks about it. When I was in California, I was actually in NorCal. And I was wearing one of my represent shirts with the big R on it in the back, and people were just like, dude, represent. And I'm like, hey, what up? And shit like that. It was pretty fun. It was actually pretty funny. It was a good time. But shout out to Represent and my homie there for hooking it up over at El Nino. Shout out to Danny, who was the instructor that day, and Moses, who wasn't there, but would make sure that everything was taken care of. Appreciate you guys a ton. Y'all have a wonderful day, wonderful night, depending on where you are and when you're listening. My name's Eddie Law. This is the Morning Toke, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.